guy I'm working with at the moment is very similar. I can't remember. I can't say how many times I've been like, Jason was in the exact same spot you were.
Yeah.
Like how many times I've said that in calls. Like,
Yeah.
needs to transition out of face-to-face to allow more time to do the marketing, to then get more online, structure things. He's super successful, making 2.5K, which is great, in the country town, which is exceptional.
Yeah.
So then it's like, cool, but you're stuck.
Yeah, because there's only so many hours a day. You only have
working
so much
50
energy.
hours a week. You got a little one. You're married. Like, this is, you're going to stay here forever.
Yeah.
And there's also, I think, and this is what's interesting, on the other side of that, there seems to be, and I feel like you had the same thing on the way through, and I've experienced too. If I'm not working the hours,
it
doesn't make sense to make more money. How? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah,
I can't just go online and make the same. What are you talking about? That makes no sense.
Yeah, there's a big transition from that because you're obviously trading time for money when you're in the gym. So then you just think, like, if you're not trading that effort, like, what makes you think you should get that back?
Yeah. And it's like creeps in like, oh, I'm lazy, or like,
there's a bit of anxiety at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should be working 50, 60 hours a week. Otherwise, I'm...
Yeah, even just identity, man. It's like you just pull yourself into being at the gym all the time, walking the gym floor, uniform, saying hi to everyone, all that. It's just like that's who you are. And then you're like, any idea of that transitioning like makes you feel like you have like a little bit of an identity crisis as well. And you're like, fuck, I don't know if I can do this. Like, it's a totally different world. So there's always that as well. Like, we know comfort. We like comfort regardless of whether it's like discomfort, like uncomfortable at the time, or necessary for us to move on. It's like we're still happy to just suffer and stay where we are because we're used to it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to say about that as well.
Yeah. Learning to change your success metrics matters within that.
Yeah.
So everyone has a different version of success. For me, is like what we had the chat in Thailand. It's like, for me to say I'm successful is like, I want to pick my kid up from school.
Yeah.
So I got 4 years that I finished at 3 o'clock. And still have the income that services the life. Like, that's what success is for me. And that means I make $100,000 less a year. That's okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't work from 3 to 5.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
But success for me is sustaining the lifestyle and opportunity for us and opportunity for him. And I get to do that thing. So that for me is like, okay, this is what success looks like, and I'm building towards that. If your metric for success is how many sessions you did, how many hours you worked, I know you used to do it, I used to do it. Yours was in the morning, mine was at night. If I left and I was the last PT car in the car park, I was like,
got these motherfuckers.
That's right. Like, I'll fucking outwork any of you. And then you realize, like, you're a dickhead. Like,
absolutely. Especially when there was like fucking so many more people making more doing half the time. You're like, look at these dudes probably laughing at us, man.
Yeah. So readjusting what your metrics for success look like.
Yeah, that's
really
a tough one, man. Like, even I've got to do that at the moment because I'm just like, well, I don't know. Like, success for me is already here.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, well,
what's next?
Yeah. So you got to reevaluate all the time because, I don't have that. Like, I need to pick so-and-so up at 3 p.m. or provide for whoever. I'm like, I wrote out my retirement plan like 2 weeks ago, and it said, if you do exactly what you're doing right now, you can retire at 57.
You win.
I was like,
tick.
Yeah. It was like, it said something about opening up a separate bank account so I don't have to access my super because I won't be able to until I'm like, 60 or like half of what you apparently can only like access a half of it or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, so what do I do now?
Yeah.
Like, I'm already like, a good lifestyle or whatever. So then I was like, okay, I need to reevaluate what success looks like, or I just need to not be so anxious about the fact that I sometimes feel like I should be ahead, because I know I feel like that sometimes. I'm like, hang on a minute, like, you're crushing it.
Yeah. So an example I had of this during the week's like, this was wild. This country town, $20 is the going rate for online coaching.
What?
Yeah. Crazy, dude. So I'm like, I haven't seen the service. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whether it's like you just get a program and a message a week or
what.
Yeah. But everyone's doing it kind of locally at that price. This trainer's got 15 of them, I think, at 25. I'm like, okay, well, at least put them to 35.
Yeah.
To stay. But they get the new service, they get the new app, they get the new check-in protocol, they get all of that. And like we only put their price up a little bit every 6 months. I'm like, how many do you need to lose to make the same income?
Yeah.
And I was like, for every 2 that says yes, you can have 1 say no. So worst case scenario, you halve your client book.
And you make the same.
Make more or the same in half the time. And he was like, oh.
Yeah,
I'm like, so is success having 15 clients, or is success earning the monetary value
same money
of that?
Doing less. Correct.
Yeah, and I'm like, remember, like, you've come to me because you have a family. And it was like, yeah, like that time.
Yeah,
and then even if you don't, it's like he does massage as well. I'm like, that hour that you saved's worth $90.
Yeah.
For a massage.
Yeah.
So you could replace that time and make more.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah. So it's again, what matters, how many clients and sessions, or
what does that look like?
How much you're making and in what time frame.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, so business owner. It says product, I'm going to say service. Views coaching as a service and a product, not as a time slot.
Yeah.
And I think, how do you communicate that to a session trainer? It's really challenging.
Yeah.
To be like, so we've termed our contracts as a membership for 10 years.
Yeah.
Which has allowed all the people that have come through the mentorship as STC coaches, the 50 trainers that have been through the program in that time, and hopefully most of the people that come through Standout if they listen.
Yeah.
To be able to have that mindset of like, this isn't about the $1 per minute that I'm face to face with you. That this is an overarching service that my goal is to provide an outcome. These are all the things that you get for me to provide that outcome, and one of those things is a session.
Yeah.
How do you get someone there?
You gotta let them know that's how to do it first, and
yeah,
because like I feel like you just get caught up in the rat race when you first go into a gym. It's just like everything's just I need sessions.
Yeah.
So I think as soon as you get a bit of an understanding of the world of business, and an idea of like not trying your best to move as far away. You're still trading time for money. Let's be real, right?
Yeah.
But it's just like trying to move as far away from that being the only thing you trade.
It's leveraging the time, right? It's almost like multipliers.
Yeah.
So like you're trading time for money, but if you have an app, the time is reduced and the income is the same. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And it's like, it's getting them to see, like first it's getting the coach to believe the extra value that they have besides their time. And then it's being able to portray it. That's probably a better way of me describing it. Because at the moment, you go into the gym and you are the only value add.
Yeah.
And as soon as you remove yourself, there's no value to your service. So that's why people don't pay you when you're not there.
Yeah.
So if you can sit down and have a think about what your service looks like and how it's moved on to your client and how they experience it, then you can work out that it's not just you and the minutes you spend with someone, which is the value they get. That's why we always kind of work out like that value ratio. It's like if it's 1-to-1, like the person spends $1, gets $1. It's like, well, what happens when that is? Like if they don't get you the $1.
Yeah.
If they don't get the $1 that they spend, which is usually you, they're like, cool, I'm not fucking paying.
Yeah, which the dollar should be spent on outcome progression.
Yeah.
And then what does that individual need to get that outcome progression? And that's resources, systems,
absolutely,
programming, external support, community, all of that stuff, not just time with you.
Yeah, well, if you listed out everything you did.
Yeah, the goal should actually be to make yourself redundant because everything else is so good.
Yeah, and if you're a face-to-face coach, like you should be creating a pathway to work with your clients online as well. Yeah. So the best way to do that is do it from the get-go.
Correct.
And it's like, don't put the session on a pedestal.
Yeah.
It's like, you need to work with me to get good for 16 weeks.
Yeah.
But then after that, you just need my expertise and support and structure. And I can provide that to you with the online coaching.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you've got this mad pathway. 4,000 members in a gym. Oh, man.
Yeah.
So easy.
And you can tell we talk about that exact strategy and stand out all the time, and so few people do it because they can't separate themselves from that value. And then when they communicate it to the client, like the amount of trainers that we speak to, and they're like, oh, my clients won't go online. It's like, okay, that means you have a system that's relying on you.
Yeah.
You've created that environment. It's not the skill set of the client isn't the problem. It's the expectation and where you've put value in your service that's created that dynamic.
Yeah, and if you're probably not good at acquiring clients too, you would have a roadblock on trying to move your current clients on. So it's like, what if you had a really good repeatable system and you had the skills to just bring people through?
Yeah.
It's like you bring one in, create a spot, move them onto online coaching, create a new spot, which
exactly.
Some people are doing right now in breakout and standout very effectively,
Killing
just
it.
not enough.
Yeah.
Not enough people in general.
So a business owner, we spoke about this earlier, like actively builds marketing, lead gen, and sales systems. So that's not like show up on Instagram when you need a client.
Yeah,
There's
every week.
systems every week, planned, 4-week campaign, lead magnets, blah, 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 blah.
Deliberate
Yeah.
marketing.